Hey there, everyone, and welcome to me. God damn it, I still have to go back into that. But welcome to another VTuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. So yeah, I was originally intending to record this one yesterday. I did try, but due to a headache, because for some reason I'm really sensitive to sudden weather changes, which again causes massive headaches for me, quite literally. Yeah, obviously I didn't, but I did end up streaming a little bit. Anywho, the monster girl we will be reading about today is everyone's favorite fantasy race, the elf. I will say though, I like the design of her bow. Anywho, elf. Family succubus apparently. Wait, isn't an elf in some media considered like considered in like the fairy family though? Ah well, it's this book, so yeah. The less you're associated with the fairy family, the better. Type elf. Habitat forests, obviously. Nature proud, strong-willed, then lustful. It literally says then lustful. Alright. Diet. A certain type of essence. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anywho, the elf. The most well-known sort of elf is simply called the elf. Not to be confused with the cat-eating alien, by the way. Or the forest elf. Forest elf. Elves resemble humans in appearance, but are born with pointed ears and extremely powerful magic. They believe themselves superior to humans, as usual, whom they generally despise. Well, that's a 50-50 on that one. By nature, elves are not monsters, but elves that have been turned into succubi by succubus mana are considered monsters. For more on non-monstrous elves, see page 104. This is on page 100. This is on page 98 and 99, by the way. Elves usually reside together in villages, deep in forests where humans rarely tread, but when one becomes a succubus, she is banished from the village, in accordance with elven law. Such elves often wander about the border of the forest near human settlements, following their succubus instincts in search of humans. Wonder why? An elf's powerful magic saves her from being corrupted completely by succubus mana, at least in the early stages of her transformation. She remains free of the horns, wings, and tail usually seen on succubi, and holds on to her lofty and proud spirit. But at its core, her body has become that of a succubus. Damn. And the unceasing ache for a human wears at her. It is the nature of elves to despise this urge and resist it with all their might. Still, the urge of her succubus body pushes her towards the vicinity of humans. When such an elf spots one, her body throbs for want of some fun. Obviously, nothing else going on there. Yeah, she just really wants to have fun with that particular human, you know? And her words and actions... sorry. Her words and actions come to defy her thoughts. She longs to become salacious and seductive, to of course encourage more fun of the playing Uno and stuff like that, or dare I say, a game of Monopoly, or the game of life. Alright, and once her reason is spent at last, she bows to her instincts and assails the human or seduces them to assail her. Obviously, to assail her with requests for playing Uno and stuff like that. This results in a lot of fun, because you always first need to ask if they actually want to play some board games or card games. Through which the elf acquires human essence. Yeah. Pleasure wraps her mind and causes her to become a succubus body and soul. Ironically, the longer an elf resists, the more lustful and powerful. Sorry, the more the elf the longer an elf resists, the more lustful and powerful succubus she becomes. Sorry about that. It becomes impossible to imagine the days when she so despised humans as she doggedly seduces the human. Just that mental image there, with what it actually says, immediately makes me think of a certain genre. It is as if she feels shame at her days of fadistiousness. Sorry, probably mispronounced it there. Anyway. And intends to soil her once pristine body as thoroughly as possible. With a lot of fun, of course. And a massage by the sound of it. Right. Reports state that she often massages... See? Massage. Right there. It literally says massage. The milky... Okay, that is... yeah, let's just say it's a massage. No questions about the milky fluid there. Obviously, it's massage oil. Into her skin with an expression of rapture, thus thoroughly debauching herself. Oh wait, no, debasing herself. Alright, now on to the little bit of text that is below the additional artwork. An elf who has turned into a succubus, body and soul, is joyous as she bathes in the fun and enjoyment of the human, which she once considered squealed and corrupted, but now adores. Anyway, that is it for this VTuber reading of the Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Again, I do like the design of her bow, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream of whatever I'll be making and or streaming. And of course, don't forget to leave a like, that would help me out. So yeah, bye!